Some things do not need to be loud to make people stop for a few seconds. This video is exactly like that. Keep watching and you will see why it is so hard to look away. First is the Ingenious KIROGN ISOBUS. This machine moves along tree rows and trims them like a giant pair of smart scissors. Thick branches and leaves go in, then come out looking cleaner, neater, and much more organized. Watching it work feels like seeing the whole orchard being cared for by a very intelligent robot. Next is the frumaco shake and catch harvester. The name already tells you what makes it so fun to watch. It shakes the tree, then catches the falling fruit in one very smooth motion. Instead of letting the fruit scatter everywhere, this machine turns the whole harvest into a fast, clean, and very satisfying catching show. Then comes the AMB rousset X9. This is the kind of machine that makes picking nuts off the ground look far less exhausting. It moves through the orchard, gathers the nuts, and even cleans them while working. What looked messy on the ground suddenly turns into a clean and efficient process, almost like the orchard is being cleaned up with industrial power. After that is the Afron machinery HD 1800 ABT4. This machine does not just cut the trees, it handles the top, the sides, and the thick areas very quickly too. When it moves into the row, it feels like a mechanical beast clearing the way. Everything becomes cleaner, straighter, and far more professional in just one pass. And then, here is the John Deere X9 1100 combine. This machine is so big that it looks like a factory rolling across the field. It does not just harvest grain. It makes the whole field move to its rhythm. Every pass feels like farming has stepped into a bigger, stronger, and much more modern level. But the surprises do not stop there. Bell UH1 Huey spraying brings a very different image. A famous helicopter flying out to spray over farmland. Just seeing it in the sky is enough to surprise people. And when it starts working, the field below looks like it is being cared for by a powerful flying machine. If this looks too satisfying, comment, "Wow." Next is the new Holland Broad citrus harvester. This machine makes orange and citrus harvesting look much cleaner and more even. It moves between the tree rows like it is turning the orchard into a controlled harvest line. What makes it stand out is not just its size, but how smooth and smart the whole process feels. Then comes the dewulf RA3060. This machine makes carrot harvesting look much more powerful and much cleaner. It moves through the rows and lifts whole lines of carrots with a rhythm that feels steady, fast, and strong. Watching it work feels like the entire field is being pulled upward by a highly efficient mechanical beast. After that is the Verbruggen spring onion harvesting machine. What makes this so interesting is the contrast. A crop as small and thin as spring onion is being handled by a machine in such a serious and organized way. That contrast creates the surprise. It works fast, evenly, and shows that even the most delicate-looking crops can be mechanized in a very impressive way. Next is the Damcon PL40 tree planting machine. Planting trees is usually slow and tiring, but this machine makes it much faster and much more even. It turns placing each tree into the ground into a process with rhythm, order, and real force. It is the kind of machine that makes even tree planting look truly modern. Next is the Verbruggen automatic lettuce harvester. Lettuce is soft and easy to damage, so seeing a machine harvest it this neatly is genuinely impressive. This machine makes a job that normally needs very gentle human hands become faster and more even. And that is exactly what makes people think farming today is not simple at all. Finally, here is the Claas Lexion 750, paired with the Olemac Drago GT for corn harvesting. This is not just one big machine. It is a very intense combination. The front header cuts with real force, while the body behind handles the whole harvest flow like a giant system. When these two parts work together, the whole cornfield looks like it is being conquered row by row. If you enjoy watching this kind of footage, make sure to like and subscribe, because there are many more scenes coming that you will probably enjoy even more.